look at that. I have time for 2 videos in one day. That's easier now because since I've started riding the mountain bike, there's not so many different things happening in one day, and I cannot describe what I feel and see in one day, so I just can describe what I do. I am also making some what's it called, GoPro videos. I have a similar device. I bought it here in the Chinese market. I don't know if I talked about that. I think I did. Yeah, I talked about it, and it's been proven useful, but I noticed that I should aim the camera better because most of the videos are already checked are facing downwards, which is not the direction I wanted to show, since the surroundings here are great. I hope today went better. I'm gonna check the videos afterwards because I need to connect the device over Wi-Fi, which I cannot do when I'm on Wi-Fi. So yeah, other than that, I'm gonna talk about yesterday now. Which one was it? The 10th? No, 11th already of September? Am I right? Yes. Hey, this gigantic mosquito is still here, and I still want to be in the video. Still wants to be in the video. Oh, sorry guys, my English sucks these days. The German took over my brain. Yeah, so 11th was yesterday. Today's 12th. Today's Tish, which is the festival of women. But yesterday was the 11th, the day I went from Kakani to, I don't remember where. Yes, Trishuli, I think it's the name of the place. Yes, or is it? No, that's not where it now. That's where it was yesterday. Trishuli. Yes, and that was mostly downhill. In the morning I thought, yay, but in the afternoon I was thinking, this is really the day I'm gonna die. This was, oh my god, the first so many kilometers, I don't know, maybe 12, 14, something like that. We did 34 in total, so yeah, it was, I think it must have been like a life-threatening road or something. It was a downhill path, which was mostly consisting of stones, mud and water. We actually we crossed a waterfall / river thing multiple times. There were pieces where Sarosh told me, you cannot drive here, get off, you know. So of course I did, because I almost fell a few times. My legs were full with scratches, and I did not fall down though. I kept myself in balance all the time, but I really was afraid for my life. I panicked, you know. So in the end of this 13 kilometers, I actually was shaking on my legs, and I thought, I cannot do this because I'm gonna die here otherwise. But I ended up down alive with a few. That we have actually passed some parts where there have been landslides before, so there were trees crossing our path where they created a new artificial path. Well, not artificial, but natural path, just a way of least resistance, I guess. There were very slippery stones where I felt I lost all control, but I learned so much about mountain bike because the way to do that, even the harder parts, you shouldn't drive up a big rock, of course, because then your wheel won't work and you will block there. But other than that, the way to go is stand up. I think I said this in one of my former videos, and keep your arms loose. Never bring tension in all of your muscles. So that's actually what I did. And in the end of the this hard part, parts of it were single road, parts of it, even Sarosh didn't go down the mountain bike because it was too dangerous and too difficult. But yeah, at the end of this part he told me two things. He told me, on the one hand, I am better than my father with no experience. I cannot believe that, because my father is like a daredevil on that department, and he just does it, you know. Well, he was. But the reason he said this is because my father fell down at some part of this, and he walked many parts after that where it was too dangerous, parts where I did not get off the bike and I stayed on apparently, because I don't know, I thought they were doable and I did not fall down, so yeah. And then in the evening of this day, which is like a huge compliment for me, he says, "You're better than me," is what Sarosh said, because with no experience, the road we did was even hard for him, he said. So I felt pretty good about myself in the evening, although I have difficulties believing it, but yeah, still, apparently I have a little bit of talent for this. Whatever. Yeah, so after this part, the hard part, that's when the rest of the road we had all road and all downhill further, a little bit like slight slopes every once in a while, but uphill I mean, but nothing too dramatic, and the rest of the day was pretty pleasant. We had, after the steep downhill part, the first part I mean, there was this little roadside cafe, let's call it that. It was actually a big, what's the name in English again? I forgot the word. Just like 4 walls and a roof where you can put animals and everything in there, which they turned into a bar, and we were there. We drank my regular Coke. I needed some time to stop shaking from the fear, and the family who owned it was eating and offered us food, which we didn't take because we had lunch plans after. So yeah, we continued that road over the street, and now I have trouble remembering where we had food yesterday. I don't remember what I do on which days, I'm sorry. Most of it was over the road, but I remember where we slept yesterday. Oh yeah. But we had food before that, because it was 34 kilometers and we arrived late in the afternoon. Well, not so late, but late enough in the afternoon. Stupid mosquito. Well, doesn't matter where we had food, because yeah, that's not part of the story. It bothers me that I don't remember. I'm gonna stop this video and make a new one after, because it bothers me. I have to check my pictures before I make videos when I tape one day later. I can talk about today in a second, but not about yesterday, because all the days are kind of a blur when you're in a holiday. You don't remember the date and everything, you know? And the TV is bothering me, it's too loud. So I will get back to you in a second.